Nelson Mandela Bay, South Africa, like South Africa in general. The Nelson Mandela Bay is known for its diversity. The metro is a home for people with different ethnic and cultural backgrounds. They speak different languages, and while some are just coping well, the metro also hosts very rich people and others who struggle with the consequences of poverty. But what everybody seems to equally share is crime and violence in their communities. Everybody would love to feel safer, but who actually does something to improve the situation? Motherwell. Motherwell is one of the biggest townships in South Africa. It is situated in the east of Port Elizabeth. At James Jolobe High School, currently 750 students from all over the city are enrolled, some even from far as the Transkei. Amongst the students are young learners who have founded a group called Jam Bam. The Jam Bam group was established in order to bring about positive change into the school. It is a project that now is closely linked with and supported by the municipality. One of the group's founding member is Nhlanhla Mntanasi. Weekly meetings are held to address problems at school and in the community.
This is our team. So now what we are trying to do is trying to focus on the things that we are facing that are problems here at school. Firstly, what we have seen is that in our school is dirty. And then we came with that point, and then we agreed that we're going to start with it. So now we know that children here, there are drugs at school, and then we're aiming to take away those drugs and then try to do something that will be right. And then Jempem Club doesn't only help school, but we are involved also in communities, trying to help a community. If we see that there is a problem here around community, and then we try to be involved in that problem so that we can solve it. The thing is that this is not a special group. Everyone is welcome here. I just want to see young people achieving in life. I want to see my community becoming something one day, because I don't like to see others suffering. Yeah, that's my aim.
And that is not all. Nhlanhla, the 18-year-old, also hosts his own radio show. The show addresses challenges that young people face on a daily basis.
Actually, what we do on our show starts every Saturdays at 8 o'clock to 9. It's live wire. We've got different topics each and every weekend. The topics that are based on youth. Actually, what we are trying to do is trying to motivate the youth from doing things that are wrong. Like we are trying to put away negative things, and we are trying to put away negative things and put positive things to the youth.
Nhlanhla is a local hero. He is brave enough to speak up and address a problem while others will just duck and dive. Woma Township. Different place, different method. In Woma Township, the Morning Stars Club wants to change perception through soccer. 40 players play for the soccer club Morning Stars. Many of them lived in the street, struggled to get through everyday life. Thando grew up in Woma Township and understands the struggle. Since 2011, he is the secretary of the group and helps youngsters to join the township soccer league. Woma Township and its remote area queue are of special importance to him. Thando is using the young people's love for soccer to initiate positive change in Woma Township.
The whole community in Woma, they love to be involved in sport. And I think I'm privileged to be the part of that. I'm very happy that at least in my time frame that I was involved with soccer and at least do something for the community. I'm happy. They love sport, they love soccer, I wish that there could be also other different sport codes also. Maybe they get involved more, so that at least they think of more things to do. I think it plays a very big role to keep the kids and also younger, say, teenagers of maybe crime and at least they have something to do, at least to make them healthy also. Yes.
Thando is a local hero. He gets youth off the street and turns a remote township area into a sporty area full of life and joy.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, and...
Galvandale. Eldon Smith is part of a group called Enough is Enough. Here in Galvandale, in the so-called northern areas, Enough is Enough youngsters are making a difference by running a series of life skills program and motivational talks. They go to different schools in Galvandale, Helenvale, and surrounding areas.
Basically what they are formed for is to bring change in poverty areas, bring change in communities where they struggle, and also helping those in need basically. This organization was formed in partnership with the police and Victory Ministries International Church, whereby we try and reach out into the communities. But yeah, there's been many changes positively. We have had so much follow-up and feedback from the kids that's been involved in these programs over the last 2 years, and even by parents, even by schools, saying that like there's more respect, there's more discipline that's been instilled. They implement what they've learned into their daily lives, and that's just that's not only in school but in their communities and in their lives at home as well. And basically that is where the sphere of influence is at, and that's where the influence starts, the positive influence, you know, by doing what they learned and doing it at home, and that's where the rest of the community sees what they do, and they're basically aware, and that's where they acknowledge that hey, there's something different about this individual and so forth. So.
Eldon is a local hero. He has dedicated most of his time to changing the northern area's youth negative mindset and overcome problems with poverty and drugs. Meet Nicolene Nikki Lowe. She is a professional drama teacher from Lorraine. Nikki is doing what most people would consider as dangerous. She teaches drama to a group of young people from Woma Township. The group meets once a week, after school, and sometimes even on weekends. The group has recently done a tour, performing a play for primary school learners around the metro.
This group that we have here behind me, we've had for 2 years now, and they've really just grown as actors and as people. Because drama is a reflection of life, but it's one that without consequence. So instead of you going through this terrible decision, having those terrible consequences to live with, you can go through theatre and say, okay, this is a hypothetical situation, let's try out every single outcome and see, and we can learn from that as if it was a real life experience. It's actually been one of the most rewarding jobs I've had, only because the children are so welcoming. We did a play a year ago where I was Buchle, the water princess. Now everyone in the township knows me as Buchle, the water princess. So it's great because there's such mutual respect between the facilitators and the children that I look forward to every single Tuesday.
Nikki is a local hero. She gives the young people of Woma an after-school activity. They now have something positive to do, and they get a chance to share what they learn with young peers. The problem of safety is not restricted to a specific area in the Nelson Mandela Bay. Everybody is affected. But imagine, in every suburb and township, in every area and in every street, would find such local heroes. To make a really big difference, we must all contribute. You can make a difference and inspire others to do so too. Join us on our Facebook, www.facebook.com/Youth for Safer Communities. Also read up on other projects on www.ysc.co.za.